guys, this is not an episode. Can I call it a vlog? I've so been watching Tommy, my girl Tommy, Squirrel Pie Productions, y'all know. And she's been doing vlogs and I love them. I mean, I could never vlog as good as she does. I mean, she bakes bread and shit, which we all know I will never do. Actually, I have baked bread before. I mean, I say that the smoke detector is the song of my people, which is totally true, but actually I'm not terrible at baking. I mean, I'm not great, but I'm definitely a way better baker than I am a cook, mainly because baking doesn't involve meat. Anywho, what this is, I'm just going to straight up say, I'm sure everybody is just as stressed as I am about this whole COVID thing that she says as she touches her face. I've washed my hands since I've been home. I've been having to work, and of course, just like it always works in the funeral industry, there are ebbs and flows, right? Like sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're not busy. And of course, right now during all of this stuff, we're busy. I've been having to go to work. It's super stressful because while I am not, well, I am an excessive worrier. I worry about things, but I haven't really been worrying about this until I went to the grocery store on Sunday and was in the presence of COVIDiots, hashtag COVIDiots, look that up. I got, not yesterday, but the day before, I've had packages. I thought it would be fun to share it with you guys. Maybe you'll find something that you wanna buy from makers while you're quarantined. I have my drink. I did record myself making it, so I'm trying to be a little bit Tommy-ish. Oh my God, that is so cute. Oh, this is from Christy, Miss Molly. She used to skate roller derby, as did I, and she said she wished that we could have skated together, which that would have been fun. I still skate around the hood, which is like a little addition out in the middle of the country with about 50 houses in it. This is what the I just ripped this tape, but that's what the package looks like. Dude! Holy crap, I love it. Oh my gosh. That'll fit a sweater in it, you guys. All the things I love. That's the back. The front. Oh, Christy, I love it. And there's a little inside pocket. And that is a skull that look, can you see? That's embroidered. Oh, my sister's going to be so jealous. Thank you so much. And you guys, my Swan Show has outgrown my project bag, so this could not have come at a better time. I will tell you, I won't show you, but I am like this close to being finished with one of the sleeves, and then all I have left is the other sleeve, and it'll be an FO. So hopefully by the next time I record an episode, I'll be wearing that bitch, but I don't know. No promises, because, you know, I only got to enjoy a life of quarantine for about 2 days, and then all the busy happened. But thank you so much. This is awesome. Oh, that's amazing. This is from Erin, and I got to meet Erin in person at Allegan a couple years ago. For those of you who have been around for that long, you probably saw pictures of her. She also used to do a podcast. She doesn't podcast anymore though. I actually met her prior to Allegan. I met Erin at the Plucky Retreat. Dan and I were at a bar like in between Plucky events, I think. And we were sitting at the bar and Erin was with her mom. And you know how you can kind of just tell that it's a knitter. It was her and her mom went to the Plucky Retreat and we started talking. She was like, oh yeah, I do a podcast too. So I met her there. And then she was at Allegan. She's one of the few of you all who watch that actually, she might be the only fibery person who watches the podcast and met Olive. I think there might be a picture of her and Olive in the same, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at my pictures from that day. But as I was at work, the whole reason this vlog is coming about is it was one of those days I needed a little happy. So while I did not have a chance to open these earlier, I was really sort of glad. The universe knows when you need stuff. Oh my gosh, already you guys. Just opening it. So obviously I love mushrooms. Whatever you are, be a good mushroom, Abraham Lincoln. Did he really say that? That has to be a goof, right? There's that quote that says, you read it on the internet, so it has to be true, Abraham Lincoln. Have you guys seen it? Be down to earth, sprout new ideas, keep a low profile, know when to show up, stay well-rounded, start from the ground up, be a fun guy. Advice from a mushroom. That is awesome. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. An Irish blessing, which don't we all need a little Irish? I mean, I feel like St. Patrick's Day just needs to continue on for the year, right? Ooh, check out the card. She said she saw a few things that reminded her of me. Ooh, she's going to Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck better happen. If Rhinebeck doesn't happen, I'm going to lose my shit. I'll still go. I'll be the lone person. I'll be standing, don't they talk about the hill? Isn't there a hill or something? I'll be standing on the hill like, bitch, I'm at Rhinebeck. Oh, thank you, Erin. She said it's for my birthday. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Aww. A Taproot bag, and it has all the things that I have used before. Oh, standby. Hello? That was my doctor's office calling to reschedule my appointment. I was kind of hoping that she'd just do it over the phone. You know what I mean? But no, we're rescheduling. Oh my gosh, Erin. Oh, Michigan honey. And that is by Sister Bees with goat milk, shea butter, and honey. Oh, it's an Allegan. Skintastic Creations. What? That is amazing. Firefly notes. Look at that, you guys. Shut up. I'm in love with it. If I smoked pot, that reminds me of, like, should I not say that? Look how cool that is. That's awesome. I love it. Dude, that is so badass. And this is called FireflyNotesOnline.com. And it looks like this is from British Columbia. I'm sensing a theme here, Erin. Oh, you guys, I love it so much. My first thought was to use this as an altar cloth, but I'll totally wear this. I'll page the framer of this shit, put some little pigtails in. Hell yeah. Okay, this is Hemlock by Beth Snyder. Hemlock, goods for every day, for the everyday. HemlockGoods.com. That's what their little tag looks like. I can't wait to check out the rest of their stuff. And oh my God. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can smell that and it's not even open. This is Farmhouse Natural Soy, Elderberry, and Currant. Hand-poured small batch. Oh my God, this is where you need smell-o-vision. It smells so good. I kind of want to eat it. Oh, I need to light this. I had to get up and get a lighter. Okay, you know like how lotion bars melt? I can totally use this for perfume. So we're just gonna create a little mood here while I take a drink. Oh, it's my sheepy mug. Check out my sheepy mug. I got this at, it's Condensation. His face is a little M word, for those of you who get that. Makes me gag every time I think about it. I got this at Yellow Springs. For those of you who know Erin, and have ever been, oh my God. She's an amazing package packer. Okay, Taproot Make Volume 1, Special Edition. The magazine for makers, doers, and dreamers. How is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Food Farm Family Craft. Look at the back of it. And that looks like mustard. And I love mustard. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys about my condiment thing, right? That I'm weird on condiments, if I told you that. I love mustard. First off, oh wait, hold up.
Hold up, wait a minute.
There's drink recipes in here. That's all I saw. I'm like, ooh, yes, please. Do I have the stuff to make all this? Probably not. Oh, these are bougie drinks, y'all. Roasted pear margarita. This calls for muddled rosemary. I don't believe I've ever muddled rosemary before. Pretty damn sure this is not the last time you'll be seeing this magazine. Okay. And then the last thing is alternate. Good grief, Erin. This is like hardback book. Alternate Stitch Dictionary. AtlerKnit. People are so clever. 200 modern knitting motifs. Look at the little sheepies. And the skull, their skull and crossbones. Oh, thank you so much. I needed this today, you guys. I needed a drink. I'm going to go make myself another one. I have a little bit of anxiety still left every time I think of Ditto because he is currently in the backyard covered in mud. I'm only saying this because I know that people from all over the world watch. I know I have a lot of Aussies that watch and people across the pond, and I absolutely love that. And I love hearing about your worlds just because it's so different. When my friends travel abroad, I send them on, and I think I've said this before too. You guys get to listen to me repeat myself umpteen times because I always forget what I've already told you, which is so what my grandma Nada always did. Whenever my friends travel abroad, I always send them with like homework. And this is so weird. I always ask what the local roadkill is because if you ask what the local wildlife is, they're like, same stuff you have. I'm like, no, it's not the same stuff that we have. I want to know what the wildlife is. Like, what do you hit in your car? What's your roadkill? Here in Indiana, in the States, we hit raccoons and cats, squirrels. I have stopped in the road before and moved turtles off the road, but I've never hit a turtle. But they do end up in the road sometimes. It's very, very rare. But then like in Texas, roadkill, like you hit armadillo, right? They're armadillos, but don't they say armadillos? Like quesadillas? And then I know in Australia, do you guys hit kangaroos? Do you guys hit kangaroos? Are they roadkill? I know that cane toads are bad down there because I watched an entire documentary on them. Because cane toads were one of those animals that they like introduced to, I mean, it's been years ago that I've seen this documentary, but they like introduced them. Somebody's going to correct me in the comments, and I might be wrong, but it's the gist of it. There was some sort of something eating the crops. I don't know if it was like locusts or what, but there was something eating the crops, and then they brought over these cane toads from somewhere to eat maybe it was a grasshopper. Maybe they were grasshoppers. But the cane toads ate whatever it was that was decimating their crops. And now I don't even know what the crop is. What do y'all grow in Australia? What are your crops down there? But they were eating the crops, and they introduced these cane toads. And the cane toads ate the bugs, the grasshoppers or whatever it was that was eating the crops. But then the cane toads multiplied like crazy. And they were like hitting them all over the roads and stuff. I don't know if they're still bad, but I do know that cane toads were roadkill at least for a minute in Australia, if they're not still today. I used to have a pet, or we used to have a pet hedgehog named Mortimer. It was actually the first Christmas present that Dan ever bought me. Here in the States, they are under the term exotic pets. I know that everyone across the pond is like, what? They eat bugs in our garden. Like, which we don't have them here. Now, they are different. The hedgehogs that are in your gardens, which are not like our gardens here in the state. When we say we have a garden, we mean like where we grow vegetables. Y'all call your backyards gardens, I think. Like your garden is your backyard, what we call a backyard here, which is where Ditto is, which is what started this entire long rambling of a thing because he's in the backyard covered in mud. My brain process, you guys, good grief. So I think that I brought that back around. Here in Indiana, where I live, we have clay and the water just sits on top of the clay. Where I grew up in Ohio, it's real sandy. So even when it rains, the water absorbs into the earth. Like it's so wet. But here it's like puddled, mud puddle water. And Ditto is just crazy in it. I think I just talked about this on my last podcast, didn't I? I mean, Ditto runs through the yard and there's a rooster tail of mud behind him. And that is currently what he is doing as we speak. He's a pit bull. For those of you who don't know who Ditto is, he is our dog and he is crazy. He's going to be 3 in May. He can snatch birds out of the air. So you just like walk in the backyard and there's like a poof of feathers. Can't deal with animals getting hurt. Oh, I have to tell you. I realized on my last podcast, I was saying how all witchy I am because I let animals live. And like in the beginning, I had killed a gnat. I like smashed a gnat on my screen and someone was like, I love how you were saying how all creatures should live, but then like right before that, you just got done killing a gnat. There are things in my world that don't deserve to live, which that might be really shitty of me, but those things are ants if they are infesting my house. Here in the States, there's a time of year where sometimes you get ants in your house, at least here in the Midwest. And I'll kill them if they're like on my kitchen counter or someplace weird like that. They will die. Flies always die. They're disgusting. I'm pretty sure they like barf every time they take off or something gross. Plus they eat shit. Like, no, flies are out. Mosquitoes also, you are dead. You are dead. You are dead. And gnats. I'm pretty sure that those are, I mean, there is a list of creatures on the planet that I will kill. Mainly if you're in my house. Mice. I will kill mice. I will. Don't come at me, bro. Don't come in my house. Live outside. So here in the States, in Indiana, we are known for corn. And we have lots of corn, right? I don't know if any of you have ever seen, what's it called? Something Nimh. We watched it when we were little. The Secret of Nimh. Is that what it's called? There's a scene, it's a cartoon. There's a scene in it where they're plowing the fields. Well, it's true. When they plow the fields, mice live in the fields. When they harvest the fields in the fall, the mice need someplace to go. So a lot of times you will get mice in your house, especially if you live in like an old farmhouse. We've not had them in this house, probably because Ditto would basically be a mouser. I mean, Ditto would be on that, like, you know, stink on shit. He's a hunt 'em up dog. He smells everything living. I took him for a hike the other day and he was immediately like on point. You know how pointers like point? Ditto's kind of like that. And I'm like, what's over there? And all of a sudden this bunny takes off. I would have never seen it had he not stopped. Ditto has to be on a leash because, you know, he kills things. Okay, I got off on a tangent. Let me flip through this book and then I'll let you guys go. At least I've given you a short little entertainment, even though it's no knitting during your quarantine life. These are super cool. It's just a bunch of charts. Ooh, this one's called Dark Mirror. Wow, this is a really cool book to have in your arsenal. Ha! Here, look, there's aliens. Did you see them? Did you see them? Would people really pause? Like, if you wanted a chart that bad, I mean, you could get this from the library. There's spiders and cactus and puppy paws. Ooh, and then it shows you what you can do with some of them. Like there's bicycles. What's that one? Hearts. Hey, check that badass sweater out. I should make my sister some mittens with skulls on them. She'd love it. Okay, guys, this candle smells so good. And it doubles as perfume. I'm not even kidding. Because when it's not lit, it's kind of like those Lolo bars. Your body heat kind of melts it and it doubles as perfume. I love this. What am I gonna put in you? And my friend Wes grows mushrooms. So I'll be like, hey, how many of these have you grown? Tick it off your list. Morels, there's morels. Those grow wild here and people will go out whenever it's the season, which I don't know when that is. Is it fall? They'll go out and these are morels. They'll go out and pick them out of the forest and they like cook them up and stuff. Is psilocybin on here? Is that a kind of mushroom or just the trippy ones? I know psilocybin are the ones that make you trip, if I'm even saying that right. That was so much fun. I am going to immediately go put my Swancho in here because I finally have a bag that it'll fit in. Oh, I don't even know what to do with myself. This is so much fun. Thank you so much. Oh, I know. I'm going to make myself another drink and then I'm going to look at this magazine. Oh my gosh, cheese! The joy of home cheese making. This is something that I've wanted to try, actually. Honest, I've wanted to try to make cheese, but I'm scared I'm going to poison myself. So that's something Dan needs to help with. Thank you, Christy and Aaron, for my awesome gifts. Y'all rock. I need to get off here. You guys have probably left a long time ago. Okay. Oh, perfect timing. Here comes Dan. I hope you're making all the things and doing all the cool shit and enjoying all the stuff. I hope that this has not affected any of your loved ones or anything like that. Heaven forbid. I should say that while we are busy at work, none of the deaths that we've had have been from COVID. They've all just been normal. It just stinks that we're busy while we're trying to isolate, you know. A lot of the people are having to do memorial services. They're having private, like only 10 people can be at a funeral. For instance, we met with a family today that's a large Catholic family. I believe what we're going to have to do is meet. Hi, babe.
How'd that box get in here?
What box?
The cardboard box in front of my desk.
I brought it in.
You touched it?
I did.
You're not allowed to leave this room.
Dan's quarantining me because I brought a box in that the FedEx guy delivered today.
You know where that shipped from yesterday?
Where?
Downtown Brooklyn, New York City. 3 blocks south of Central Park. Like, in the center of the epicenter of the COVID virus thing.
Well, I read online it only lives on cardboard for 24 hours.
Okay, well maybe you're good then. I was actually going to
Plus I washed
before I brought it in. Just not to be weird, but because it shipped from like
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Now you're going to give me a complex, man.
Yeah, go wash your hands.
I washed them as soon as I got in. So, I mean, I washed my hands on too. I've washed my hands 4 times since I've been home.
Oh, excessive.
Well, because I was like, I'd touch something and then be like, that came from outside, and then I'd like touch a dish, and it's like, you know, like I'm a weirdo anyway. I always wash my hands before I touch anything in the kitchen, so it's not weird. Like I said, I wash my hands all the time. Really, the only thing I changed is how long I wash them. They hurt. Anyway, I don't even know where I was. What was I talking about? You interrupted me. You guys be safe. I guess that's all I got. So, we'll see you later. Grab your drink.